Okay, everyone, and welcome to yet another video. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, and comment what you'd like to see on this channel, and stay tuned for more. If you are not new here, what's up, everybody? So today's Draw With Me session is going to be different. I'm going to be using my very old VEIKK V640 pen tablet. It's pretty much like one of the first tablets I've used in the beginning of my digital art journey, and I got it today, and I pretty much was like, you know what, I want to do a Draw With Me session with this tablet. It's pretty much more like going back to my roots and the beginning of how I started digital art in the first place, and I figured it'd be fun. And now that my skills are a little bit more advanced than before, I probably would improve in my drawing ability and see if it actually works as well. So you're probably seeing this device and you're wondering, what the heck is this, and what's the difference between it and a pen display or an iPad Pro used for digital art? I think it's pretty obvious. It has no screen. It has no screen at all, and your hands and your eyes do the major work. No pun intended. So it's literally the first device that I started using in my journey through digital art. I mean, before using fake stylus pens that you'd get off AliExpress for less than $1, or your fingers. Yes, I was using my fingers. No pun intended again. I'm on fire. Sorry. So what I'm trying to say is the graphic tablet is mostly deals with hand-to-eye coordination, or what I like to call blind drawing. And this is pretty much where you program your eyes on the screen and you program your hand to do most of the drawing work on this tablet. So whatever you work on the tablet is what you're seeing on your screen. That's pretty much the most layest man description I can ever give it. I don't think I can give it any more complex explanations to that. Of course, it's not something that you can just wake up and start to do like so simply. It takes like a lot of practice. When I transitioned from using my fingers, or my pen stylus on my phone, this is pretty much one of the first things I used. And I used it on my phone, actually. This VEIKK V640 was actually, it's actually eligible to use on Android devices. So I was using it to draw on my phone with Ibis Paint or Autodesk. But I was using mostly Ibis Paint because, yeah, I think you've pretty much seen my old Ibis Paint video and how I enjoy using the software. So what I'm trying to say is, at first it was kind of difficult for me because I was so concentrated on like looking at the tablet and trying to draw, and it was kind of hard like arranging, my brain to get to the whole, God, how am I going to be looking at the screen and drawing at the same time? I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. But then I kind of like realized that it kind of works similar to how I use the mouse on a computer or a laptop. I mean, you don't have to look at your trackpad or your mouse when you are watching a little course or go to wherever you're going to. You just do it. So it's pretty much how I quickly mastered, and of course, practice all the time, practice. So ever since I upgraded my digital art drawing devices, I hadn't used it in a really, really, really long time. And I found it and I was like, oh well, it's here. So why not just use it and see if I still have the ability to master my hand-to-eye coordination, or my blind drawing is still as good, or if it got better. So that's pretty much what inspired this video too. So the sketch for this video was pretty much inspired by day 16 of Inktober, which was Angel. And to be honest, I am still saying it, I have not been consistent at all in Inktober. So it's pretty much like, this is this opportunity to do so. Pretty sure I did this on the 16th, but yet the video is coming out like how many days later, and I still have not done any of the other prompts. Whatever, we'll do it again next time. So I won't really say this particular brand was the first graphic tablet I used. The first one I used was a Huion 640 Canvas, and that was also eligible for Android devices as well. So this was the second one after that one, disappointed me and got damaged in the most weirdest way possible. And this VEIKK S640 has lasted me for a really long time, to be honest. I think this should be like its second year. It should be like its second year since I got it. But like I said, I upgraded my tools, and I've been using pen displays and iPad Pros, and now I'm so used to looking at the screen while drawing. But I'm glad I took up this challenge of drawing from my screen again. I guess it's pretty much a good thing. So sketching with it after a really long time. Oof, it was kind of hard at first because I didn't have Procreate to help me cheat in getting perfect circles. So I really had to depend on my hand on this one. It's like, get the circle right. And along the line, I just decided to take it slow at first before I start to increase my pace. God, what am I saying? Anyways, so I had to take it slow before I could finally, get a hang of it. And it wasn't like my pen display where I had buttons for shortcuts, because this particular tablet there are some tablets that do come with shortcuts and all that, but this one didn't come with it at all. So I had to look up Clip Studio Paint keyboard shortcuts that would make this easier for me. So my right hand was doing the drawing work while my left hand was on shortcuts. And this video took me a really long time to do. I started in my office, and then I had to finish it off in the studio. And I think I've gotten to the point in this video where I'm in the line art section because I talk too much and I lose track of what I'm saying most of the time. Either ways, line art was a little bit easier, but still tasky, especially the aspect where I had to work on the line art first before I started applying line weight to make the line art more balanced to the way that I wanted it, so I had to do a lot of zooming in so that I would be able to properly get the line weight that I wanted, so it wouldn't look like some wonky mess. And it was slower. It was far slower than using a graphic display tablet or an iPad Pro. It's much slower, but the process is interesting. So there are advantages of using a graphic tablet. Why you can consider getting one for yourself if you're a digital artist or a graphic designer. One of it is that it's easy to operate. It's really simple. All you do is just plug it into whatever device you're using and download the driver from the website. That's pretty much it. The only thing you probably have to set up is the pen, which has 2 buttons. I set mine to have an undo and a pen and eraser switching feature, basically. So it's easy to operate, and yeah, cost friendly. It's much cost friendlier than pen displays and iPad Pros. So if you're a graphic designer or a digital artist that wants to begin your journey, this is pretty much a nice device to start off with. It provides you with focus. You are able to become more focused on improving your hand-to-eye coordination, as I've been saying in the very beginning. So your focus literally increases when you start using it. Another advantage is that it doesn't take up space. It's space efficient, unlike a pen display that's depending on how massive it is, of course. Most graphic tablets are small, so space-wise on your table, it's pretty cool. There's pressure sensitivity, And it's also really good for posture too. You know, most of the times artists are very we have this common habit of slouching when we're drawing, even when we use our iPad Pros in our pen displays. But the graphic tablet, because your eyes on the screen, your hands on the tablet, you pretty much have to straighten your back. Yeah, pretty much is good with posture too. There's pressure sensitivity. The pen has pressure sensitivity as equal to a pen display. So yeah, advantages. I think the only disadvantage for me is just the fact that there's no screen, which kind of also limits the functionality. There, it lacks a lot of functions. It doesn't, this particular one I have doesn't have any shortcuts, so you pretty much have to like somehow arrange your hands on your keyboards and master every single shortcut on the keyboards in order for you to like be able to have that complete drawing experience. But aside from that, I think it's fair to say that the advantages and are fair if you want to consider getting a tablet to start off your art journey before advancing to other tools. It's helpful, and it's like a nice, you know, transition into digital art and graphic design as well. It applies to basically any form of art that you want to do as far as graphic or digital. And look at me trying to sound smart. So that's pretty much, you know, the overall discussion about my graphic tablet or graphic tablets in general. And I'm pretty sure I've skipped so much on my drawing. I really didn't want to focus too much talking about the drawing, basically. This was something that just popped up in my mind, and I was like, oh well, let's just do this, really. I mean, she was supposed to be an angel, but she has no wings, and I made her have like silver hair because she's like super pretty. And I give her a halo, golden eyes, and I put a bunch of roses at the back of her head because, yeah, beauty, basically. Would I like? I know pretty much everyone's drawing like angels, like angels with wings and heavenly deities and, you know, celestial beings. But I guess I just wanted to create this really beautiful woman that somehow emanated the same celestial beauty, angelic presence that every angel come up with. Oh yeah, and props to Halle Bailey for her song Angel. I guess that also like inspired this drawing too, because well, black girl with a black girl hair. Took a little sun kiss, just a little. Sorry, I'm starting to sing the song. I should not be doing that. So I'm coloring the roses in. Yeah, I just copied and pasted because I was I'm a very lazy artist. I cannot repeat the same drawing all over again. And I pretty much just copied and pasted a lot of them around to give it the, you know, beauty, ambience, vibe, whatever. I can't say much, really. I just wanted to, oh wow, lost my track. Angel, basically. And I got to the point where I had to sort out the light sources because I wanted the glow on the halo to be so large that it reflected on her face. I'm not gonna lie, part of this drawing process for me, the most difficult part of it was figuring out the light source. That is the most difficult part for me in any art that I have done. It might seem like easy, but like learning the elements of it is kind of difficult for me. So I did as much as I could. I didn't want to be too much, and I didn't want it to be less or look like some blob that I just blended in together to give it the whole light effect. And I added sparkles because I like sparkles. I'm pretty much sure that if there is like an angel involved, there will be sparkles everywhere. So I added my textured canvas paper on top and set it to multiply to give it that canvas feels. And that's pretty much the overall conclusion of my drawing. Now we're at the time-lapse section of the drawing, and thank you so much for sticking around. If you did enjoy this video, do like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more on our channel. And Comment on what you'd like me to draw next. I need more ideas on exactly what I need to draw next for my videos that are coming up soon. So do not be a stranger. Stop by next time and check out my channel for more videos. Follow me on all my social media accounts and see you in the next video. Bye!